My name is Beverly Barford, and I am currently the Director of Human Resources for the Delaware Department of Correction.
My name is Senior Probation Officer Robert Mason, and we're here to talk about diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility.
My name is Lieutenant Kimberly Justice.
Hi, I'm Instructor Harold R. Mack, DHR, and today we'll be talking with you on DEI.
My name is Cassandra Davis. I'm the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Department of Correction. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about Diversity, Equity, Inclusion and the Doc4inclusion Coalition. Doc4inclusion consists of about 30 voluntary members from the Department of Correction, Level 5, Level 4 probation and parole, and the administrative work locations. It was established in 2020 under the direction of former Commissioner Claire DeMatteis. The mission for our coalition is that we aim to create, protect, and sustain a diverse and inclusive work environment that's safe, secure, and fair for all members of the Delaware Department of Correction.
So we began this work back in 2020 under the direction of former Commissioner Claire DeMatteis. Originally, we started with a group of employees, approximately 32 at that time, from our various DOC locations to include our Level 4, Level 5 facilities, as well as probation and parole offices, and also administrative staff. It was our goal to ensure that voices were heard throughout the entire DOC as it relates to this important topic.
Well, one of the things as the Doc4inclusion was established, it was established to take a high-functioning agency that we already were and help develop it so that we can include all people in the Department of Corrections.
What it does right now, it says we're a team, and collectively we're working together as one unit. And now we're not looking at race, gender, age, ethnicity. We're all looking at people as being uniquely the creatures they really are, people.
So the Department of Correction is comprised of people from all points of the globe, from Africa, Europe, Asia, South America. And our challenge was, how do we bring all these people to the team so we can operate as one collective?
For me, I wanted to, have people recognize the importance of this work. And number two, I really wanted individuals to take the work seriously, not just for myself, but for the entire Department of Correction. When I say take the work seriously, I mean, if we just created a coalition and we just called ourselves a coalition and there was nothing to sort of make us stand out differently, then folks weren't going to take us seriously. So we, the coalition, worked together. We developed logos. This logo that I'm wearing right now, I'm very proud of. As a team, we developed the logo. We brought shirts, and we actually paid for those shirts out of our pocket because in the beginning there was no budget. And every representative of the coalition was presented with one of these shirts. We created a mission statement, and on that mission statement, we also did posters that were hung at the various site locations. So if individuals from that particular facility or any facility for that matter had ideas on the ways that we could improve DE&I initiatives within the DOC, they would bring those thoughts to that coalition member, who would in turn bring those thoughts back to our meetings, and us would in turn relay our ideas on ways that we can improve the work to the Commissioner's office.
Has great impacts in the fact that we've helped to change the mindsets, the concepts of looking at implicit bias.
I think Doc4inclusion, we've done great things and we still have work to do. We created a implicit bias training that is mandatory for all C and BOTC classes coming through, and it's available for all DOC staff. SBO Mason and myself were invited by Secretary Claire DeMatteis to put a presentation on for the Governor's Cabinet of Secretaries for the state of Delaware, where we showcase and explain what we're doing as far as diversity, inclusion, and equity.
That's the goal of every agency, to take all their members and make them high functioning, developed, and included into the future of our program. And so the DOC for Inclusion established a training called Implicit Bias 21st Century and Beyond. Why 21st Century and Beyond? Because we wanted to deal with the issues that we have now, but we also wanted to prepare for the future. And so that's why we came up with that term. We worked tirelessly to research and look at what's being taught around the country, as well as being in compliance with our government executive order established by our governor, Governor Carney. So we were proud that we would develop the implicit bias for the 21st century and beyond. We were one of the first agencies, law enforcement agencies in the state and in state agencies that has developed a training in compliance with that order.
And also now looking at the upcoming training, we just spoke about navigating generational differences. What it does is it changes the culture and perspectives of the culture, so it gives people a better understanding of how to work inclusive with each other.
So I feel like the groundwork has already been set, but there is still a lot of work to be done. Originally, when we started this work, I worked closely with former Sergeant, now Lieutenant Justice, and SBO Mason, and we would go to the various site visits or the various locations within the DOC and conduct site visits. And the goal for those site visits were to continue to get ideas, once again, from boots on the ground and bring those ideas back to the Commissioner's office. Not only did we do site visits, we also hosted annual events. And the goal of those events were to bring camaraderie amongst staff within the DOC. We hosted annual Family Fun and Fellowship Days. We hosted paint night events. The event that I enjoyed the most was the Family Fun and Fellowship Day. We came up with themes. We let various departments come in and sort of showcase who they were. We invited family members. We had moon bounces. We had cotton candy. We had water ice. And we would pay for these things as a coalition. We got donations from our various unions because they too supported our work. Local 247, COAT, FOP. All of the unions supported this important work. So during those events, we just had a blast, and family members really had a good time. And I would personally love to see those type of events continue for our workforce.
I feel that we will continue to do great things, as I said before. We're slowly making gains. We will continue to do our site visits, going to all facilities throughout Delaware, all PNP facilities, having those conversations with those that are like ourselves, actually with our feet on the ground. They're actually doing the work and bringing those concerns, those issues, those questions back to the Commissioner's office and letting them know, what staff needs, what the concerns are, what the issues are. We're also trying to be more involved as far as policies, interviews, exit interviews.
So some of the things that we're looking to do within DOC for Inclusion are some of the things that we've done in the past, such as paint night. They did have Family Fun and Fellowship as well, which was a great event, but we're looking to do some more regionalized events as well, such as cook-offs, roller skating nights, rhythm and bingo, also a demolition to a car to relieve stress, and just acknowledging the different cultural heritage months and days as well. We also look to place a bulletin board in the administrative building, because a lot of people come through the building, and we would like people to see what activities are forthcoming.
I personally would love to see this work continue, and I'm thankful that our now Commissioner Taylor and Deputy Commissioner Troxler believe in DE&I initiatives and they support this work.
I would like to see diversity, equity, inclusion, and DOC for Inclusion be accepted by all within the Department of Correction. We have support from our leadership, but we want to have an all-inclusive environment as far as diversity, equity, and inclusion. My name is Cassandra Davis. I'm the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Department of Correction. I look forward to working with all of the entire department, so come check me out in the administrative building. Thank you.